Welcome everyone to Monday Night War, and we are now gearing up for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view now that SmackDown Judgment Day is finally over. Well, in the main event, Sept is taking on CM Punk. So speaking of Seth Rollins, he's starting up the show with his new tag team, the Ministry, taking on the local competitor tonight in Frankfurt, Turkey. But we are starting off with Seth Rollins' new friends going to be the tag team actor. Yep, as we are starting off Monday Night War tonight with El Mango Jr. and Cole Quinn facing off the team against these two. Because these two made a debut last week. Because Dexter Loomis and Lars Sullivan would attack Dexter Loomis and Lars Sullivan attacked Johnny Gargano after the match because Gargano beat the Universal Champion last week, and these two wasn't a fan of Gargano's victory last week, and they decided to take their frustration out on him after the match. And we got confirmation that these two and these three are called the Ministry. I think this is sort of a message sent away for Money in the Bank. But however, Gargano might be here tonight because he's recovering from the attack from last week. As we're getting ready for tag team action right now. And we got some new arena production, which is different this time. Oh, I don't know whether going at it. Is this a squash wrestling? No, it's not. Coco is fighting off because all the members of the Raw roster turned their back on the Ministry. Oh my god! This is not a great time to see if I was a part of the Ministry. Because they got two victims at the moment. They got Wayne Mysterio with his Seth Rollins, and then Gargano after the attack last week because Gargano is wanting revenge. Well, we do have something that Seth handed over the Booker T, which we're gonna get into later on. What was that about? And Fulcrum is trying to stop Dexter Loomis. Because though I don't think the Street Profits are looking forward to both the club and the Ministry, if I was you.
sexy beast. My life is so sad. I'm at the door. Oh, they probably woke me up from my dream. Hello? Hey, you want to see my banjo? Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, my name is Jeffy. See, you know my shirt. Jeffy. Jeffy? What's this note say? Oh, it says I'm a good boy. Please babysit. Sorry. I'm not a babysitter. What are you doing here? Oh, my mom drove me off. And she said that my name is Jeffy. Now I'm a good boy. Well, your mom needs to pick you back up because I'm not a babysitter. So where'd she go? Where'd she go? Oh, she drove off. She drove off? How am I supposed to take you back to her? How about this? You want to see my banjo? You've already showed me that. She can go my nose off. Don't do that. For why? Because you're gonna hurt yourself. Jeffy, what are you doing? Jeffy, what are you doing? Why are you dressed like me? Why are you dressed like me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're dressed like me, so you're gonna repeat everything I say. You're
I
dressed
have all of it going to look on cold twin.
He's not gonna get mad. But seriously, why? But seriously, why? Like, take it off. Like, take it off. I'm being serious, Jeffy. I'm being serious, Jeffy. Jeffy, stop it. Jeffy, stop it.
Mario, calm down. He's just having fun.
But he's being stupid. But he's being stupid.
Mario!
I think you're right. I think you're right. Pancakes, ice cream, school bus, bouncy balls. That's all I'm ever got link in the description. Should we go back to the computer digits? Should we? Ah, you didn't say what I said. Ah, you didn't say what I said. No, you just went. No, you just went.
And the Ministry gets a victory tonight on Monday Night Raw.
He's just a kid. Let him play. Jeffy, how are you doing today?
You broke character. You broke character. You were supposed to enter. You were supposed to enter. You were supposed to enter. You were supposed to say what I said.
Well, later on tonight, speaking of Seth Rollins, he will be facing CM Punk in the main event tonight. And if Gargano interferes, then that means, of course, if he goes near the Ministry, then he loses his matchup at Money in the Bank against Dexter Lumis and Lars Sullivan in a handicap match. So that should be a great one. Coming up next on Monday Night Raw, we are going to have a women's Money in the Bank qualifier between Nikki Cross and Charlotte tonight in the women's Money in the Bank qualifier match. Who will be going to the Money in the Bank qualifier match? Find out up next on Monday Night Raw. Well, welcome everyone. Oh, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. And after that tag team matchup, we now turn. Wait a minute. This isn't getting ready for a women's matchup. It's Gargano. What is he doing here? Well, where's Seth Rollins? Look, here's the thing. I got off a word with Seth Rollins this evening, and he told me that he has booked a restraining order between you. So, because you got the main event spotlight in an upset win over the Universal Champion last week on Raw. And he just doesn't want you need the Universal Champion again. So he's booked a restraining order, meaning if you either go near or touch one of the members of the Ministry, then you will be arrested. But if you disobey the rules, you will get, more likely, either suspended, fired, or more likely, what Seth wanted, a trade to the blue brand. So all you're gonna need all you gotta do, don't touch them. Well, is there any ways I can get a Universal title match out? Well, okay, there is one way we're gonna do this. At Money in the Bank, you will face the Ministry. Well, okay, here's the thing, okay. More likely, at Money in the Bank, you will face the Ministry, Dexter Lumis and Lars Sullivan in a handicap match. But with the stipulation, if you win, then you will be released. Then you don't have to. Then I will release the authorities of the restraining order, and you will face either way Mysterio and Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. But if the Ministry wins, then that means you will be traded to the blue brand. So, but if you go near the Ministry, either Seth Rollins, Dexter Lumis, or Lars Sullivan, you will be out of the match. Then you will lose that matchup. So thanks so that's just one thing I want to inform you. Okay, I'll listen to you on my. It is now time for next match of the evening. It is now time for the women's Money in the Bank qualifying match between Charlotte and Nikki Cross. Now remember the catch if the Money in the Bank qualifying for the Raw side is for the men's and the women's. Whoever wins the qualifier, Alright, back to what I was saying. Whoever wins the first match, the loser of the first and the second qualifier will go to the last one, which is a second chance triple threat match, and the winner gets the final spot for the side of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now for the men's, it's gonna be free. This is gonna be free for both Raw and for the men's and women's. Same thing with SmackDown with the men's and the women's division. And I think on SmackDown it's gonna be a chaos week, because we're gonna find out what's next for Bray Wyatt after attacking Roman at Judgment Day. Well, that is a shocking sight to see. We've been on recently for the Raw side. I mean, last week Dexter Lumis and Lars Oliver debuted on the scene to attack Gargano for nothing. As you can see, Nikki Cross is back there.
And her opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki.
Unfortunately, Leon Gargano doesn't know how to spell that. It's Nikki Cross. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Between what ended last week between Gargano and the Ministry. It was a shocking moment. And people are gonna say that Raw beating the Judgment Day pay-per-view. And we got a new Raw production, same thing with the SmackDown production. We are usually going forward until probably going to be until after Clash of Champions. As going to the match with the hand, we're going to look back at what happened left. Smell what's amazing here. I don't know what the hell was that, but let's not talk about my movie. Let's talk about this match. And yeah. And also, if you're wondering about ministry matches, I'm playing on 2K20 because I just don't feel like I want to download Dexter Lumis on 2K19. The matches we got so far for Money in the Bank is the woman is the women's and the men's Money in the Bank ladder match for the cost of the Universal Championship match between Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. Of course, Way won on the kickoff show. Now I hope this PS1 doesn't break the custom. I have a new one, which is on the scene. And Nikki Cross is gonna go. He's working on Charlotte because this is a Money in the Bank qualifier. Yeah. We are getting back to the match is on the upper hand. Charlotte's going to work on Nikki Cross, and I think it's going to be let's move there. And also I want to give it 2K. When I'm taking the time to watch this matchup, I want to say to the WWE 2K stars is the happy 198 days for The Rock, because The Rock has been a really great champion in Universe mode. Because he went through the odds with R-Truth recently on Monday Night Raw in a one-on-one match. Had iconic feuds such as John Cena, The Rock, John Cena, King Roman, then beat it Braun at Bad Blood, and yeah, it then beat it AJ at Money in the Bank, and they beat it Adam Cole and CM Punk at Extreme Rules, and they faced Adam Cole for the again at Fastlane. Well, this happened. But you know, it happens, you know, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. And yeah, The Rock in WWE 2K Stories is the best version of The Rock, because he's always been a fighting man. He was a fighting man. And we don't know who is his worst, actually his weak opponent, because every opponent seems like they found their way out to it all. That's back to the matchup in hand, and we'll get more stories to that. Michelle's gonna go for the pin. Kick out by Nikki Cross. And Nikki Cross is going to go to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Well, Charlotte goes to the second chance triple threat match. And as you can see, Nikki Cross has got a victory tonight. Wait a minute, what is going on? What the? Oh my no! She won the match, and what's happening now? As we now work towards our main event tonight. As you can see, CM Punk is on his way to the ring, because our main event is up next on Monday Night Raw.
So as Joseph says, I'm out of here, dude.
What the hell, Cody? Junior, you better fix this right now! Okay, I'll call it, Dr. Shep. You can just stay right here, calm down, okay? Where am I going to go, you idiot?
Hey there, somebody call a doctor?
Yes, he did. Tell him what you did, Junior. I got a B- on my science test.
Hey, that's pretty good. High five, champ.
Yeah. No, tell him.
But coming up next, it is now time for our main event, which is Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion, taking on Ray's opponent from last week, and CM Punk. Will CM Punk get a victory, or will Seth get one up after the shocking attack last week? find out what happens up next. Well, next week on Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura takes on Seth Rollins, a Universal Champion, in the main event of Raw next week. Will Shinsuke Nakamura get a shot, maybe potentially down the line, or will Seth Rollins get a victory like he ever since the rise of the ministry? Find out next week on Monday Night Raw as we are towards our main event tonight. Also, as you can see, it is time for our main event. Main event time. It is now time for the Monday Night Messiah to get in action. Because at the beginning of the show, we saw Dexter Lumis and Lars Sullivan be in action, and they're pretty much backstage just banged up from that matchup. Yeah, as you can see, the Monday Night Messiah looking all fancy with his silver attire because he wore the Messiah attire earlier on today. But he's wearing something different. Which that is a hard combination if you want to ask me, Brad. If you want to ask me, wait a minute! Is that Johnny Gargano? Remember Gargano went goes too far, he will lose his matchup. And why is he here? Of course, this is what exactly happened a couple of weeks ago on the Raw. Is he gonna do that? He can't do that. Nice sucker punch there. Seth Rollins was set for a matchup with CM Punk, and Ray still has to do damages before the showdown at Money in the Bank. This is gonna be insane. Last week, Dexter Lumis and Lars Sullivan attacked Gargano after his matchup with Seth Rollins, and now tonight, Rey Mysterio is doing the same thing, and Seth is just not having it anymore. He's so sick of Rey's attacks he's doing to him. This is exactly what happened at Judgment Day when Kevin Owens attacked Cena after his matchup with Kushida for the Intercontinental Champion. Kushida to prove Cena's former dog was waiting for Kushida to open up at Judgment Day. The pay-per-view. Oh god. This has been too far. Rey Mysterio once again tonight finds a way. Oh my god. Last week it was Dexter Lumis and Lars Sullivan. Tonight Rey Mysterio stands tall at the end of this one. Well, first they started off with the Fiend last night at Judgment Day attacking Roman. Tonight Rey gets one up on Seth.
Hey, you say you need to have a child?
Yes, can you help me, please?
What, are you blind or something?
Yes, I am blind.
Oh, well, turn around.
Huh?
There you go. Okay, so what are you trying to do?
Look,
Good night, everyone.